Well, hey guys, this is DK Spencer, and today we're going to talk about Shortie tanks, in particular the 9CI Shortie tanks from Grimburg with the Ninja regulators. Kurt said, tanks! So, why would you want a Shortie tank? Alright, well there's a couple of reasons. Number one, if you're just using the shortest build possible and you want to shave as much length as possible, there you go. Shave a couple inches off a tank. And another thing, if you're doing a really compact build like that, it just looks more proportional and better with the Shortie tank, I think, in a lot of cases. So, you know, that's another thing. But then, the meat and potatoes of why they're great. A lot of stuff like the HDB with rear air or HDR68 with rear air, or especially the CQMFs and M17s, and a lot of other stuff, you're going to want to put an inline on-off ASA, right? So this goes in between your launcher and your tank, okay? So once you do that, you've obviously lengthened your draw that much, right? So if you have a full-size tank and that, a lot of times your draw length is actually going to be longer than what is comfortable for some people. So with the Shortie tank, you can still use your on-off ASA for safety, and, you know, have a comfortable draw length or whatever. And again, I just think they look wicked on most stuff. So this is a Tipman tank, right? So this one looks good because it's been Cerakoted. However, when the average person would buy one of those, this is what it would look like. Now, these are actually out of production, so it's a moot point anyway. But as you can see, they could not probably get much more white writing on the thing before it just was called white. That's just ridiculous to put that much writing on a tank. So you can imagine, you put that on something, it definitely makes it look a lot more like a paintball launcher than something for defense. So, the good thing, and let's go ahead and take a look at these. Now, you guys are going to notice mine do not have regulators. Well, that's because I've got some other regulators I'm going to put on that I need to use. But if you buy one of these tanks from Grimburg, yours does come with a regulator. Let me just make that clear. And a really good regulator. That's kind of one of the main points of this video. So, let's look at these, and then I'll go and explain a little bit more about why the other ones are cool. Or why these are cool, I mean. So first of all, these come in 3 different colors. So there's the green. They also come in black, and this one is actually going to be the flat dark earth, aka tan. Alright, so for one thing, these tanks, and these are not available, these right here are not available anymore either. This is a First Strike 10CI tank. Very good tank, but out of production as well. But these had a really good regulator that you could shim and do what you wanted, like these. And I'll get into that a little bit more in a second. But as you can see, these still had quite a bit of white writing on them. Not as bad, but come on, guys. This looks a lot better. A smooth, completely no writing on it tank. Got the nice Grimburg logo. So that just looks really classy. All right. So why is the Ninja regulator awesome? All right. Because if you happen to find some of these somewhere, number one, like I say, they're going to have the white writing everywhere. Number two, these regulators, you can get a rebuild kit for them. But when you get the rebuild kit, you just get a bunch of all the same size washers, right? So some are flat, some are concave. And what you would have to do is actually, I've done videos on this, but you would actually have to turn different ones different ways and, you know, try to basically get more power out of it. Now, the First Strike and the Ninja regulator, like that Grimburg uses, has actual specific shims for the power. So you actually can buy the kit, and they're going to be color coded, and they're different widths, so you know adding one adds X amount. So you're not just trying to flip stuff around and hope for the best. Because a lot of times with these, you would find out you would, you know, do one thing to it, you'd gain, you know, 50 psi, and you do something else to it, and you'd blow your burst disc because you're at 1500. So, you know, the precision of getting the exact power you want was not possible in these. You just had to get lucky. These you could do it, but again, out of production. So what Kurt has done is he's basically fixed every single problem with these tanks. So you're not getting the gaudy looking writing, you're getting a nice looking tank, and then you're getting a regulator that you can actually fine tune to exactly the pressure output you want. Now these are going to come at 8 or 850, basically standard output out of the box. So they're going to be great out of the box to use on a VKS or whatever you want, even an M17, you know, depending on how you've got it set up. But some people are going to want to, you know, push more power, and that way you can do it. So I do highly recommend these. I think the price is right. You do have to consider that these are being Cerakoted to look excellent. Now, Cerakoting is a very, very tough coating. It's ceramic. You know, it's going to not scratch up. It's not going to ding and, you know, or not ding. It's not going to chip and stuff like other stuff would. So they're going to keep looking really good for a really long time. So they're putting the work into Cerakoting the tank and then, you know, good quality regulator and everything. So I really like this. And for all the people emailing me, asking me about where to get Shortie tanks, I wholeheartedly say Grimburg is where you should go to get your Shortie tanks. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.